Sabah everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the THX Onyx. This is a USB-C DAC that will elevate your music experience on whichever system that you plug it in. Be it a PC or a Mac or even on a mobile device that may not have a headphone jack. But not only that, this is not just going to give you great audio, this is going to give you some of the best audio experiences on any type of interface that you're using. Literally, very small USB-C, the THX Onyx. Let's check it out. Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel. So here's the box, the THX Onyx. Actually, this is what it looks like exactly. The unit itself, I already have it out there, but essentially the DAC itself is connected via USB-C and there is a converter included in the box in case your system supports USB Type A. This is a THX AAA, so basically the THX Achromatic Audio Amplifier, and again, master quality with MQA processing and of course a built-in ESS DAC. Really, really nice. Very simple, very easy to configure, and then again in the box gets you all the information that you need. Overall, when you open up the box, you're pretty much greeted right away into the interface that you need, either USB-C or USB-A, depending on the system that you're using, and you end up using the adapter or without the adapter. For the most part though, I feel like USB-C is going to be the main system we use. Of course, there is a free trial, 30-day free trial of Tidal Masters, as this is going to be the best way to be able to drive your music on this, and we definitely did test it out there. And last but not least, a warning for volume or high volume. You're going to be listening at audio at a much higher quality, and this is an amplifier, so more than likely the audio performance on your device will be amplified, so definitely listen to more of a moderate volume. You're not going to need to go to 100%. This is so much going to take away that whole need of having to go 100% on any pair of headphones. And then last but not least, of course, we have the THX Onyx Portable DAC Headphone Amplifier. This is just the instruction manual and the DAC itself. It does come in this nice little case, the adapter and of course a cover. You do see here some stress. I've been using it. I just put it back here for the unboxing. We have a 3 LED indicator here that enables us to know exactly the type of audio that we're listening to. Once we take it out, here is the headphone jack. And again, this will work with any system that either accepts USB-C or USB Type A, and it's pretty much a plug and play experience. Now, overall, as far as the sound quality, by default, it goes up to standard mode, and that's 44.1 kilohertz to 48 kilohertz. And then next to it, we can go to the next level. You'll notice that the colors will go basically over an orange, a deep red, and then more of a pink color to go to MQA rendering. And this is going to require a specific application either on your PC or on your mobile device to drive it to that level. So essentially, they do provide you all the information that you need in the instruction manual that comes in the box. And that's pretty much everything we get in the box. The THX Onyx with the adapter if you need it, although I feel like USB-C should be pretty compatible with most Android, iPads, PCs that should have USB-C ports. And if you don't, you have the adapter there. One thing I forgot to mention is that there is a magnetic clip here to kind of put it into somewhat of a loop so that it's easier to carry. The cable is a little bit longer, but it's nicely manageable and it's very nice. And of course, we have the nice logo with the LEDs that's facing outwards. So now we're going to talk about the headphones, or what solutions is this going to give us as opposed to what we've typically had in the past. Now, for the most part, for me, when I'm listening to audio editing video, I'm actually using something like this. This is a DT770. This is a high impedance headphones for audio reproduction. Now, these are the 250 ohms. There are different options available, but the reason why I'm showing this to you guys is not every DAC can actually drive this. Not every headphone jack on a device can actually drive these headphones, specifically when we're talking mobile. Now, on the PC, that's a different solution. Typically, there is a small DAC that's built in there, but this is obviously going to be augmented by this because we're going to be testing it out with my laptop and, of course, using it with my mobile devices. The biggest thing, obviously, is that we lost the headphone jack on devices. Now we can bring it back, and we can bring back a really good one. The other thing that we're also going to test it out is obviously with a TRRS connector. That's the one that has a microphone built into it, and it's a standard headphone jack. So we have, these are my B&O, basically the one that I've had for some time that I got with an LG device. And then these are an AKG ones typically that we've seen with Samsung devices before they took out the headphone jack. So now we're able to test them out. So in front of me right now, we have the AKG headphones, we have the DT770s and the Z Flip 4 here. And of course we have the Z Fold 4. Both of these devices do not have a headphone jack, and we haven't had really headphone jacks from Samsung for quite some time. So what we're going to do is utilize the benefit of the THX Onyx. So this one is, again, is a AAA DAC, plugs in via USB-C, very simple, very easy. I'm gonna go ahead and straight up in here real quick. So when we plug it in, we'll notice that the LEDs do turn on. Let's go ahead and give it a second to focus, and then it goes into standby mode. Standby mode means it's not plugged into a headset. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and plug it into the DT770s. Keep in mind, the TT770s do not carry over audio. This is a TRS, not a TRRS, which is what we typically see with devices that carry audio. So you'll notice the 3 rings there that help you carry audio, and of course it has to have a microphone built in. This one is an inline microphone, so it works pretty easily, just pretty much right there, that little opening. I'll give it a second. So that's the microphone pretty much for us to be able to use it. So what I want to do first is I want to show you guys that this actually carries audio, which is definitely very nice. So I'll go ahead and plug this in, and I'll give it a second to finish up. And then before this finishes, now I have an application called the Audio Player Pro. I'm not going to let it take control of it. I am going to go ahead and just launch the voice recorder. Now this is a Samsung application. Now what we're looking at over here essentially is the audio recording straight from this microphone. So I'm going to go quiet just to let this the actual level go really low, and then of course show that it's recording from this microphone. And as you can see right there, the audio plays back pretty well. Now, I am using the Samsung recorder, but again, you can use any voice recorder that accepts audio over headphone jack, and this is going to work just fine for you guys. Some of the options that we're able to use on our devices, of course, we can use any music player, be it Spotify, Google Play Music, podcast, or anything like that. But for the highest quality audio, you definitely want to go with something that does actually support FLAC files, or basically a higher quality audio. Amazon Music is one of those applications that allows us to be able to play Ultra HD, and that supports the higher, basically the bit rate that we want to be able to support. The other application obviously will be Tidal. Tidal is also one of the very nice ones. And literally all you have to do is plug it in. Once you plug it in, the device, once you set it up the first time, by the way, it'll automatically recognize it, and you'll notice it'll give us this notification saying THX Onyx, where Tidal wants to take control of the THX Onyx. Now, what this means, it's pretty straightforward. It means that the application itself will control this, the DAC itself, and I want to say no to the USB player. And anytime I play music on this, it's going to control it based on the quality of the audio. So right now we're looking here at Norah Jones. And then, so we'll go ahead and keep an eye out directly on the LED lights, because this pretty much is the only way for us to know exactly the quality. Now, the player does say master, so in Tidal, in master mode, as long as you're connected and you're using the headset as an option, because if it's not connected, it won't work. Once you play the music, you'll notice that the color changes over to that pink color. Now, if we go back to the instruction booklet that we talked about before, it does show us that the MQA basically render, the high quality mastered authentication has basically been done here. So we're listening to the music at the best quality possible as it was originally recorded by the artist. So this is one of the biggest benefits here. What I really love about this is that because we went with exclusive mode, now the audio only goes here and it will not get interrupted. I can close my phone, I can skip through. Now, obviously mastered is the only one that's going to give us this quality, but not everything here is mastered, so just be aware. All your music will sound better, but it's also going to be able to support the higher quality audio directly within, again, applications like Tidal or even Amazon Music. And that's because this is the kind of DAC that you're able to use. It's a portable DAC that is in your pocket. The THX Onyx will improve not only the audio quality for music, of your movies, obviously, since this is THX. You've seen this in many times in theaters. It's obviously going to work great on your mobile devices, be it a large device like this or a small device here like the Z Flip 4 that doesn't even have anything other than just the fact that we can just go ahead and unplug it, go ahead and plug in our adapter here directly. The player goes in there, and then once we start a music player, so it's going to turn it on, I'll unlock it. We're going to jump over to Tidal. Same thing, you'll notice it'll ask me that it wants to take control of it. We started, and I'm going to go ahead and start playing some music in here, and I'll just let it go. But I'm going to go ahead and reduce the volume. Now this one is a mastered track, so I'll go ahead and give it a second to master track. I'll go ahead and close it. And this becomes really easy because it fits in my pocket, and then you can definitely see here the THX Onyx turns into the mastered quality. So this is literally one of the highest options that we're able to get on a mobile device. Works really nice, very nice, small, portable, and pretty much what you guys saw at the beginning of the video as I used that one as the thumbnail. From a mobile solution, if you wanted to use this on an iPhone, it's pretty straightforward. You get a USB-C to Lightning adapter, and that pretty much gets you to connect the DAC, the THX Onyx, directly into your iPhone. And then for the most part, as long as you're using a supported application, you should be able to get the same quality coming out of it on your mobile device. As far as the PC, for me, I've been using it with my desktop as well as my laptop since I was traveling the last week or so. And the biggest thing I will probably say is this. Find whichever solution works for you as far as the connector, either the USB-C or the USB-A adapter that they include. And then once you have it connected, it's pretty straightforward. It's an auto install, no software installed or anything or needed. the system will recognize it right away. Make sure you select it as the default audio output. That's the first step that you need to do. The second step is go into your sound settings onto that player for the THX Onyx and up the audio quality to the highest possible one that your system will recognize. The THX Onyx literally will support the best solution that you can get on audio. Once you do that, Tidal and Amazon Music desktop applications will work to their best and they'll give you the audio resolution, and then you'll also be able to get the colors to represent correctly. If you just plug it in and you turn it on, it's going to be stuck to the 3 colors, which essentially is the standard mode. Not that it doesn't sound better. Again, this is an amp. It's still going to improve the audio quality for you, but the overall performance is going to definitely go much better when you're on your PC because you're able to actually use desktop applications, dock it, and then keep doing your work, but still enjoy your music. The one thing I will also say still is that both the applications will allow you to do an exclusive mode, which means the audio from that music player will only go to the THX Onyx and the rest of the system audio will not. And that helps a little bit, especially if you're getting notifications, dings, and so on, so you don't get interrupted with the music. For that though, I was using my DT770s, and those are definitely my favorite headphones for audio reproduction, but also because when I'm wanting to actually edit video, I want to be able to hear everything. And the amp with the DAC that's built into the THX Onyx definitely reproduced the audio the way I wanted. And of course, if I want to pop in a music, and well, not music, a movie on the monitors behind me, it obviously will be really, really enjoyable and definitely in the best, the best sound quality possible. And of course, depending on your monitor, you'll definitely get the best quality there as well. So when we're talking about portable solutions and audio, it's really easy to forget that what we typically get with our devices is not necessarily the best solution. The THX Onyx is a small portable DAC that allows us to actually get the best audio from whatever system we plug it in. So be it a PC, a mobile device, or even a laptop, that's not going to give you any issues. And of course, this will work on the Mac as well. It just, from my experience overall, this is literally a plug and play solution, and you'll definitely get better audio right out of the box. If you have a subscription to Tidal or to Amazon Music, make sure you look for those titles, the specific one that says Ultra HD or Mastered Edition, and make sure you set this configuration on your PC, and then you're pretty much set. Easy to go, very simple to do, and once you set it up, by the way, you don't have to reconfigure it. The next time you plug it into your PC, it already recognizes it. You just need to make sure that you're selecting it as the default output. And of course, within Tidal and Amazon Music, there are additional settings for when you select it as a musical output or the output for the audio, to select it as an exclusive mode, or even give it the ability of max volume. Depending on the app, you'll get different options in there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you very much to THX for sponsoring this video and of course sending me this unit to be able to check out and review. I'll give you guys a link of course in the description below, of course, if you'd like to pick one up for yourself. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about this little portable DAC that will just make all the music and all the audio coming out of our devices sound so much better. I'll see you in the next one.